Hey guys, Rector Jedi here with another housing tips and tricks video. Today we're looking at the very last expedition we have to do. It's called the Creepy Cave. Let's take a quick look around, see what we can see. We got some of the grasping grasping weeds, whatever they're called. Some of the tall cerulean flowers. We got some strange necro blooms over here. This bone structure is pretty cool. Don't think you can get that through anything. This tree is kind of cool. That's one of the little bushberries. So it's a good look. Oh yeah, I really love this hanging fish carcass, whatever. So it's got a cool look to it. Let's dive right in and see what it's like. So this is a fairly long expedition. It basically works in two phases. In the first phase, you're going to be using a flashlight to run around this darkened cave and discover some, what you can think of as like anomalies, just little clouded areas where some enemies are going to pop out at you. While you're doing that, you can also accidentally run over some other mobs that'll spawn that you won't realize. So it's not hard, but there can be a little bit of damage that you might not be prepared for. So you just want to have something on your bar like a heal, and then once you get done with the first phase, there's going to be a long boss fight with a couple of its own phases. So you're going to want to have 2 CC breaks on your bar, especially if you are worried about dying, like if you're low level or you don't have great gear. You're definitely going to want to have a couple CC breaks on. And basically it's just run around and kill stuff. So here's the first kind of anomaly that we're going to scan. It's basically just a big totem. It spawns a few small spider ads, and the ads are invulnerable in this cloud that's surrounding this totem. I'm strong enough where I can just basically ignore them, just tank them. If you find you're dying, all you have to do is just run away a little bit, AoE DPS the ads down, and then as soon as that cloud is gone or you're away from the cloud, then you can kill the ads like normal, just like that. Alright, so we're going to keep going on to the next one. These are all, as far as I can tell, these are all positioned pretty much randomly throughout the cave from one time you come in here to the next. Alright, so here's the second type of totem. These guys will do a blind. If you have a CC break on your bar, you can use it to get out of that. Again, they don't really do a ton of damage, so you can see I'm basically just going to ignore them. Okay, and then at a certain point, after about 2.5 minutes, your flashlight is going to run out of batteries, so you can see I'm not emitting any beams of light here. You won't be able to uncover the things you need like that, so you just want to use the recharge battery option here to charge it back up. You can see the meter at the top, 2.5 minutes. You should really only have to recharge it once or twice. Okay, so there's one of the invisible packs that I just ran over. Again, just normal ads. Nothing too exciting. Use a life drain here. And then he puts something down on the ground when you kill him that's going to follow you and do some damage. So you can just blink away from it if you can. And you can see our progress is tracked here on the right. And again, this is the same totem as the first one with these invulnerable ads. Just ignoring them. And just to give you a sense of what you're looking for, you can see right here this little smoky, fiery cloud. That's what you're looking for. You can see them pretty far in the distance, usually. Oop. Where'd it go? There, it's up there. Okay, and here's the third type. Just spawns a big ad that does an AoE you're going to want to get out of. And you can see, even that one thing took out all my shields in about 1/4 of my life. This is a minimum level 50 required to put it down, although I believe you can still get in here if you're lower than 50, just like all the other expeditions. But the mobs do hit pretty hard, and their abilities you'll want to avoid, or they can kill you very easily. It's not necessarily a problem, as far as I've seen, to die. I've never actually lost this challenge from deaths, although I wouldn't be surprised if that is a possibility. There's no timer on it, but you know, there may be some mechanic that I'm just not aware of, because it hasn't happened to me yet. Okay, there we go. So I killed all 5 of those little nodes that we needed to kill, and now we get the Shadow Defiler, the boss, has spawned. So again, I'm just going to make sure I got a CC, a heal, and some big deeps. In the first phase, it's basically just, he just does lots of damage to you, no ads. And so you in turn are going to want to do a lot of damage to him. I do not have an interrupt on my bar right here, just because I've chosen to have CC breaks, but you can interrupt that spell he does. It does do a fair amount of damage. Okay, and then between phases, he's going to do this large AoE that does a lot of damage as soon as it reaches the end of the cave. So you're going to want to run to your NPC buddy here and stand in his Healy circle. So when you're outside of the circle, you're going to be taking damage. So you're going to want to follow this thing around, and the boss has spawned 3, I believe it's 3 of these corruption totems. So similar to before, you're just going to want to DPS these totems down. The ads are going to be invulnerable until you kill it. For medics, you can see one of the CC breaks I'm using here is Calm, which is going to do a pacify to the mobs and reduce the amount of damage they're doing to you. So that's very nice when you get a lot on you. They really don't hit very hard though. I think they're more meant to induce a little bit of panic, because you get them all on you and you sort of think, oh, am I doing something wrong? But you can see they die after a while too. And you'll see we'll pass by the boss here, and you can see we can't actually damage him during this phase. Okay, it's 4 corruption totems. You can actually see them there on the right-hand side. Tracking the progress for you. I think those ads will just die on their own after a little bit. So the boss does some pretty basic abilities. They're not super hard, but they will definitely do damage to you. And one really annoying thing... Oh, look! Oh, it happened! Nope! Oh, wow. Totally got stuck up on some terrain there. Alright, not too bad. It's probably good to show what a death looks like for this. Because you will die. I could have, if I was clever, run over here and just hung out in his AoE a little bit, but I just got caught on some of the terrain, and for some reason my blink didn't seem to take me anywhere, so... I probably should have kited those ads away. Okay, and so here's his big ability, is he does a tether, and then he will teleport almost directly on top of you. So that is what the CC break is for. Once you get tethered, you're just going to want to pop that. And he does it pretty frequently, so that's why I have 2 on my bar. Ow. Just gonna get some healing up in here. Here we go. So you can see it's not an incredibly hard fight, especially if you just kite the boss into this healing area, but he does do a lot of damage. Alright, so that's basically it. Let's see what we got here. A wriggling necrobloom. Nice, I like this one. Cool. Kind of shiny. Alright, and you can expect me to put up here right now some of the other images of the rewards that you can get here, as well as the dyes. Gonna take a little dance here with our buddy. And that's it, guys. If you have any questions or comments on how to complete this challenge, I'll have some info about how to obtain it as well. It is not a world drop, excuse me. It's a crafted item that architects will make. I'll have some info in the description below on how you can do that. Please feel free to give the video a thumbs up if you like the content. Share it with friends if you know anybody who is looking to get this or already has it on their property and has some problems. And definitely shoot me a sub if you would like to see more types of videos like this in the future. This completes my expedition series. So if you have any questions about the rest of these, just scroll through my channel and you'll be able to find everything you need to know to complete all of them right now that are in the game. And for now, this is the Rector Jedi signing out.